Hello students, let's learn a new chapter number 15. This is the last chapter and name of the chapter is Visualizing Solid Shapes. Before solving exercise 15.1, we will learn some new things about plane figures, solid shapes, faces, edges and vertices, and last, nets for building 3D shapes. First, plane figures. Plane figures means a figures which can be drawn on a paper. Like example, you already know about square, a rectangle, circle, triangle. These are a plane figures. If we take a rectangle, and this rectangle, there are two dimensions given. One is length and second is breadth. And that's why these figures are also called two-dimensional figures. And in short, we can say these figures are of 2D shapes. That is two-dimensional shapes. 2 dash then capital D, 2D. Next, solid shapes. You also come across some solid shapes like cube and cuboid. In these solid shapes, if we take an example of cuboid, there are 3 dimensions. Number 1, length, number 2, breadth, and number 3, it is height. So it is 3-dimensional shape. In short, we can say it is 3D shape. Now, we have to visualize this shape. To visualize shape, I have made this paper cube. This is an example of a 3D shape. A cube having 3-dimensional. One is length, breadth and height. As we know, in a cube, all the dimensions are same. That is, length, breadth and heights are same. So this is a example of a cube, and we can draw cube in a plane, that means in a paper, this way. Next, faces, edges and vertices. Number 1, faces, that means face. What is face? So in a solid shape, flat surface of a shape is called face. Flat surface means this. By these lines, we can visualize that this is a one face of the shape, that is cube. For an example, if we take a cube, that means a paper cube. In this paper cube, this part, that means this square part, is a face. Now we have to count how many faces are there in a cube. So here, if we count in a paper, then we can see only 1, this 2 and this 3 faces. But in real, there are 6 faces. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this last 6. So in a cube there are 6 faces. Next, edges means edge. Now what is edge? These line segments, these dotted line segments are the edge of a shape. So now this is an example of a cube. In cube, how many edges are there? So here we can directly see 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are total 12 edges in a cube. Here, in this cube, this part from where this paper is folded, that part represents edge. This is edge, this one, this one, this one. These are edges of a cube. Next, vertices or a vertex. Singular is a vertex and plural is a vertices or a vertice. Here, the corners of a cube is called vertex. Here, what are the corners? Means when two line segments meet together. This one line segment means two edge meet together. This one edge and this second edge, when they meet together, that point, that corner is called a vertex. So here, this is the one, this is the second, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So in a cube there are total 8 vertices. Next, nets for building 3D shapes. Net is nothing but skeleton outline in 2D, which when folded results in 3D shape. For an example, for this cube, first of all, I have made an outline in a paper. That means in a 2D shape. In a 2D, that is 2 dimension, I have made the outline for this cube. And when I folded that paper, I got this cube. Here, in this 2-dimensional, this is a skeleton outline for a 3-dimensional shape which is called pyramid, and this is called a net of a pyramid. The paper cube which I am showing you, the net of that paper cube is this one. When I fold from these lines this way, I get a cube. So first of all, I have made a 2D skeleton of a cube. What I have done, I have made a same squares. How many total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 squares I have drawn on a paper. That means a 2D skeleton outline. And when I folded them, it become a 3D shape. That is a cube. So therefore, this skeleton outline is called a net for a cube. Exercise 15.1. Question number 1. Identify the nets which can be used to make cubes. So here the nets are given. Number 1, this net is given, and we have to find this net is of cube or not. So for that, what we will do, we will take a net, and now we will fold this net. If we get the cube, then answer is yes. If we cannot get cube, then answer is no. So we will fold. As we know that for a cube there should be 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces already there. So now we will fold them. So here, okay. So after folding, we get an open cube. That means there are total 5 faces there. Here we can see that these 2 faces are overlapping each other. These 1 and 2 faces are overlapping each other. So when we fold them, we are not getting a cube. This one face is not there. Means total 5 faces only there. So that's why this net is not of a cube. So answer is no. Now next, second net. So for that we will take same way, a paper net we will make first and then we will fold it. So here now we have to fold. Okay. So after folding we can see all the faces are covered, and roughly speaking we can say that this net is of a cube. So for second net answer is yes. Now third net. First of all we have to make a paper net and now we have to fold. So after folding, in roughly we have to fold, and here we can see that all the faces are covered. That means that there are total 6 faces, and which we can say this is a net of a cube. So answer is yes. Then next, number 4. So in an example of nets, I have shown you a one paper net of a cube, and this net is same as of fourth number sum, and it is a cube. When we fold it, we get a total 6 faces which are connected to each other, and it makes a cube. So yes, this net is of a cube. Next, number 5. Now each and every time we do not have to make a net of paper and then have to fold. Now you have to be visualized. So just visualize in your mind and fold this net. So now we are folding this net. So this, from here we have to fold, from here we have to fold. So this 1, 2 and 3 faces of the cube will make, and this we have to fold. Now from here we have to fold, and from here we have to fold. Now after folding you have to visualize. Then you will get that this face and this face will overlap with each other, and therefore when we get a 3D shape, in that shape one face is less. There is total 5 faces are there. That is called open cube, and it is not a cube. So for this one answer is no, and for this last one when we fold it we will get a cube. So answer is yes. So again back to the question, identify the nets which can be used to make cubes. So the nets are which can make a cube are number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 6. Question number 2. Dice are cubes with dots on each face. Opposite faces of a die always have a total of 7 dots on them. Here are 2 nets to make dice cubes. The numbers inserted in each square indicates the number of dots in that box. Insert suitable numbers in the blanks, remembering that the number on the opposite faces should total to 7. First of all, before solving this sum, we will learn what is this dice. This is one example of a dice of paper cube. Now in a dice there are total 6 faces. Of course it is an example of a cube. So total 6 faces are there, and each faces there are dots there. That means in one phase it is 1 dot 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5 and 6. So in a single phases there are numbers of dots are there. In one phase 1 dot, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So total 6 phases, and there are total 1, 2, 3 and 6 dots are there. Now in the dice there is a one thing which is common, that opposite faces. That means if I take this one face and its opposite face will be this face, this one, these two faces, 1 and 2, these are called opposite faces. In opposite faces, the number of dots, when you sum them, you will get 7. That is the common thing in a dice. For an example, if we take this 2, 1 and 2 opposite faces, and just see the numbers, here 2 there and here 5. So 2 plus 5, what is it? 7. Similarly, if I take these two opposite faces, 1 and here 6, 1 plus 6, 7. So this way dice is made. Question number 1. So here sum number 1. This is a net of a dice, and here these numbers are represents dots on a faces of a dice. This 4 means 4 dots, 5 and 6. And we have to fill this blank faces with a number of dots. Means a number, which number will come in these 3 faces. So for this we will use a paper net. So same paper net we have to make. Now 4, 5, 6 number we have written. Now we have to fold. So when we fold this paper net, we get a cube, a dice. Now remember that thing in a dice, that opposite sum of the opposite sides dots is 7. So here 6 there. So its opposite side is this one. So here how many dots will come? 6 plus 1, it is 7. So here 1 will come. Next, here 4 there. So in opposite face it will come 3. 4 plus 3, 7. And here 5 there. So in opposite side of 5 it will come 2. 5 plus 2, 7. Now we'll open this net. So when we open this net, we get here 1 dot, 3 dot and 2 dot. So answer will be 1, 3 and 2. Next one, this is the net of a dice. Now we will, so here we will use same paper net, 1, 2, 3 written. Now we will fold. We get a dice. Now we have to see here number 2 there. So in opposite side it will come 5. 2 plus 5, 7. Here 3 there. So in opposite side it will come 4. 3 plus 4, 7. And here number 1 there. So in opposite side here 6 will come. 1 plus 6, 7. When we open the net, so it will look like this. So here 5 will come, 6 and 4. So this way we can write the dot number.